Now, I wanted to bring up one particular very interesting thing that's been floating around the social media. In 1981, there was a book written by a novelist, a futurist, Dean Koontz. It's called The Eyes of Darkness, 1981. Now, watch this. I'm just going to read a little bit, and then I'm going to provide what I think to me is a reasonable explanation of what was going on. It reads, in around 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments. Almost more baffling than the illness itself will be the fact that it will suddenly vanish and quickly as it arrives, attack again at a later year and then disappear completely. Now, this is okay. This is kind of interesting, but here's the interesting part. Watch this. Now, this is 1981, and he's not a spiritual man from the standpoint that he's claiming to predict something. He is a writer, a futurist. Fiction writer. He's writing how things could go. And watch this. It was around then that a Chinese scientist named Li Chan, this is fiction, defected to the United States carrying a diskette record of China's most important and dangerous new biological weapon in a decade. They called the stuff Wuhan 400 because it was developed in their rDNA labs outside of the city of Wuhan, and it was the 400th viral strain of man-made microorganisms created at that research center. Okay, Wuhan is a perfect weapon. Now, obviously all of this, oh my gosh. Okay, now, what was going on? What's the mechanics here? It's not a prophecy. The man is, again, he's a fiction writer. Now, but great fiction writers like this guy, what they do a lot of research. They do a lot of research. And it's been known that there was an Institute of Virology next to Wuhan. Actually, Canadian and the US grants has been supporting this research for years. This is not a secret facility of any kind. He's just imagining here that one of these days something could go wrong. Boy, was he right. Because if you watch the news recently, it seems that they may have actually tracked down, not 100% sure yet, but tracked down an intern at that particular facility who probably, because of the lack of safety in there, hypothetically carried the virus to the wet market in Wuhan, where it then began to go crazy. And what really made it a big problem is that the Chinese government right away shut down all travel to and in from Wuhan from other parts of China. But it took another week to shut down all international travel. This goes back to this whole how our governments, and of course Chinese government is less transparent than US and other Western governments, but still, the lack of transparency with the problem is what actually caused all of this kind of thing. I mean, you look at this cover-up, and you look at the Khashoggi with the Saudi Arabia using Israeli technology to kill this journalist in Turkish. You remember this a year ago?
Better say allegedly. Better say allegedly.
Allegedly, no, but it's true. I mean, listen, I don't think anybody thinks that it's not true anymore. You know, but anyways, it's look, the government, the distrust of a government is real, and sometimes it's well deserved, and it is more well deserved in some countries than others.